We are back. Make sure you're checking out the Red Couch so you can find out this entire story as we get together for the YBG A.T.M reunion. Like I said, this whole entire time I've been just honored to be in these guys' presence, man. They haven't been together for a while together in one room. So it's cool just hanging out with them and clowning, man. We've had this time behind the scenes. Shouts out to LouisTee. Shouts out to Jamie and everybody on this crew. But right now, I want you to introduce yourself.
My name, Keys, A.T.M Keys, Stackboi Keys.
Right.
Whatever.
Keys, man. Now, Keys, let everybody know, because you like B-Mac from Cross the Bridge. And a lot of people say, what's Cross the Bridge? What you mean? So you were from Leland, right?
Yeah.
And you linked with these guys. I want you to place yourself on the timeline with A.T.M.
Well, I'm gonna tell a story that Mario he ain't never tell it. You feel me? So,
Tell it.
yeah. Really, see, when you ask him what's his first song, I remember his first song was with my daddy. Like, you know, yeah.
Okay.
It was off of a Dr. Dre, the Chronic album. I think it was like an instrumental CD that came with it or something.
Yep.
And in the instrumental, it had like gunshots, and Mario was on the hook. Yeah. You know?
Okay.
It's like everywhere I go, niggas want to shoot at me, and then you'll hear the bang, 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 bang. Like,
yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, but that was the first time I ever heard him on the song, you know?
Right.
Yeah,
That's major. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, just to hear that, it like, you know, it did something to me, like, you know.
Okay.
It just made you want to be a rapper. Like, I mean, not even that, but I was a big fan of Bow Wow, too. Him and my dad used to pick on me because
you like Bow Wow?
Yeah, like, bro, like
Okay.
I used to have posters on the wall and like not just Bow Wow, but everybody, like just rappers, like they had Word Up magazines, like you feel me, like, you know what I'm saying? But I was just a fan of rap, like just to see like people my age like rapping, like,
right?
I feel like, you know, that's what I wanted to do too. So
right, in this, how do you become a part of A.T.M? How do you get into that picture? Because they're like, yo, let's go with Keys, you know what I'm saying?
Well, really,
listening to him, and now you're a part of the team.
Really, just because he was my cousin, I just want to be a part of something. Like I said, I grew up listening to music, so it's like I always wanted to be a rapper. Like, I mean, so it's like he was rapping, and when I first heard them, I was like, they like my age, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing. Like, so I just wanted to be a part of it somehow. Like,
right. What your first record with these guys? What was it?
What them?
Yeah.
That I recorded?
Yeah.
Oh, I never recorded music.
Oh, so tell me where you fit in as far as.
Oh, I just fit in. I mean, I want to be a hype man, you know, when he was on stage for him, or I just tell him certain songs I think he should put out, you know, like I want to go towards like an A&R position, really. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
That's major. What when you see these guys and you guys connect, B-Mac, Grip, Rock, everybody's here. What did you see? What did you get? Because when you join a group and when you become part of a team, there's some energy that you get. What did you get to make you say, hey, this is where I need to be. This is where I belong. What type of energy were you getting from these guys? Any encouragement? What were you getting from them?
It was just everybody had the same goal, really. You know, when you coming from nothing, you just trying to make it out somewhere, you know. And it's like you got people around you that's trying to do the same thing, so it's like you just gravitate towards that. So,
what were you seeing? Like I asked B-Mac, what were you seeing across the bridge that made you say, you know what, I'm about to go rock over here?
It just wasn't nothing going on across the bridge.
Okay.
I mean, really, like
you keep it on.
You playing sport, so you trapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I did both. You know, to be honest with you, but it just. Even with the song "Make It Work." Yeah,
tell me that story, because I remember being at a game and the warm up,
right?
And it's playing in the warm up. I was like, how they done got this song over here, man? What they doing? Tell me about that.
It was because of me, but I mean, at the time, I don't even know if I was on the team or not because I got kicked off. Okay. But we used to just make CDs like what songs y'all want to come out to or whatever. So. Then when that came out and I heard it, I was just like, I liked it so much. I was like, yo, we need to put this song. We need to come out to this song. Like, we just put it on CD, and that's how it happened.
That's major to come out, because at that time, as we all know, when A.T.M begins, it also begins the growth of Brunswick County.
Right.
It begins the building of Waterford, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe I don't know if the Walmart was there yet, but you start to see people moving in influx into Brunswick County, not just even Nebraska. Because during that time, I moved. I moved out to Leland because, of course, the taxes were cheaper. You just making business moves like it's cheaper to have a house here than it is here. Let me move, and so you start to see the influx of people from Wilmington say, I'm going to move to Brunswick County. So now you're starting to see the intertwine, the interconnection, but it's still deeply rooted because, you got to know people to get you a piece of property.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
In Leland.
Yeah.
So I said all that to say you coming across the bridge exposes you to some different things, and then you have early on exposed them inside of North Brunswick, in North Brunswick High, as far as the warm-up is concerned. So now we changed the dynamic of what an ATM party looks like. It's not just a Wilmington situation.
Right.
You see where I'm coming from now? So we hear this record. We know it's ATM. Keys bought it through. We do the teen situation. You in school. You the man. B-Max cross the bridge. You cross the bridge. Y'all promoting. So when the team party come, it's the team party. When Beats do the commercial, when he say all surrounding areas, he's literally telling the truth. Right? How did you feel about that? You show up, it's the Armory, but everybody there. Like you'll come to a teen jam party, or on our side, on Wilmington side. You might not know these girls from the city, they from town, but you get to the party, this girl from town, this girl from the country. This girl from Whiteville, this girl from Pender High, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody in there. How that make you feel, man, when you saw that happening?
Nah, it felt good. I mean, because
look, he like, be good now. Like, you grown now.
Right, you feel me?
That was back then.
Yeah,
back then.
I mean, you taking me back, but I mean, it was a good time back then. But I mean, it felt good because I mean, even when we had parties across the bridge, like they'll come over there, like so. It's like they were showing their face, so it's like once people seeing them, it's like, all right, if y'all doing something in town, we gonna come through.
Right.
And the Army is like, everybody trying to come to the jamboree, so it's like,
because everybody was there.
Right, exactly.
When you done, you like,
you need something to do.
Right.
All you gotta do is come over here.
That's right. But who out of the crew would you have? Because me and my sister have a different relationship than my brother and my sister, right? And then me and my brother have a different relationship between him and her. So who did you have, like, this is your connect inside the team? I mean, they're all your brothers, and that has been shown this evening about how tight you guys are. And it's a couple years later, and you guys are right back clowning, having a good time tonight. But who inside of the team you were like, yo, I'm going to call him when I need him, who was that to you?
Well, other than B-Max, since he was from across the bridge, probably be Tone, though, Grip.
Okay. What made that, what was that sync that made you guys sync? About to fight.
You want to be honest with you?
Sure.
We smoke weed. Like,
well.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, it was more than that too. Like, he just, you know what I mean? Like, I'll bring him across the bridge or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just showing him how we, how we lived over there. Like, so he kind of gravitated towards that. So, I mean, but other than that, just going to his house every day or whatever. Like, but Tone, man, he crazy, man. Like, there'd be a time where we ain't had jobs and he had a job and be like, yeah, I go to work at 5. Then he'll be like, 5 o'clock hit. He like, don't you gotta go to work? He like, nah, they told me I ain't had to come in. Like you feel me? Like, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? He rather smoke weed with us, like, but we trying to get jobs. So it's
right. Y'all trying to get a job.
Right, you feel me? But I mean, it was a good time. So,
what if there ever was a feeling of accomplishment or ever a feeling of belonging? Do you have one incident or one event that you were with A.T.M. and you were like, yo, this is a great sense of accomplishment right now. Where we're at right now, I feel that there's more to this. Did you ever get that feeling or any event made you feel like that?
I feel like it was everything that we did, you know what I'm saying? Like, we do one thing, then next thing we do is like we top that. Like, we just keep going up from there. Like, it's like what you expecting. It's like, I don't know, it just opened up for different people, like going out of town, different places, like it's just everything. It was just a whole experience, like, you know.
It was something different. It was something you hadn't seen.
Right, exactly.
I always say, and I don't know where, I do to some degree know where they got it from, but I saw YBG and A.T.M. kind of operate in excellence, if that makes any sense. I saw them, and I still do, I see them operate like you're not going to get a C day. Does that make sense?
Right.
You're not going to get an average perform. Well, let's go ahead and just do this and go through the motions.
Right.
What you're going to get is you're going to get an A+ show. And I see that even if they don't want to do it, I've seen them complain.
Man, if you only knew.
Seen it. and 20 seconds before they touch the yo, I seen it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like.
I seen it.
Yeah.
Gotti show. I don't know what frame they were in that evening, but I remember talking to Mitch, who was the promoter. Shouts to Mitch. And I was like, yeah, you should do, quote, yeah, I think that's a great idea. Get the whole crew. And I think you guys, if I'm right, you recorded going, like driving to the show.
Right.
And before it even happens, I'm hosting the show, and I'm like, yo, bro, like these college kids are, what? It was a Juicy J. It was Juicy J. Sorry, it was Juicy J. Sorry. So I said these college kids are wide open. They wide open. I think they have already researched who you are, because there's no way in the world that a kid from Asheville knows. And I'm like, I'm not trying to down you, man. It's just little white kid. Excuse my, you know, everybody. Music is music.
Right.
But I'm thinking me and my demo. It's a little white kid from Asheville, North Carolina, that goes to UNCW that has researched what A.T.M. is, because he's looking at the flyer like, I don't even know this artist. Then you guys hit the stage at Juicy J, and they know every song. And for me to watch y'all see them know your song and in shock, because I watched y'all get shocked. Y'all was like, damn, they know the song. Let's go. Then you was able to talk big shit. Like, it was big shit. Like, oh, yeah, go to the next song. You know, and it was exciting for me to see y'all excited. Right. If that helps out a lot. And I wanted to ask that question because I see that in y'all still. You know, you guys operate excellence. And, you know, my aura from y'all going in that evening was, let's go ahead and just do this. You know what I'm saying? I knew you was going to give a good show, but it was like, let's go ahead and do this, man. They might not know. And when it turned out the other way, it was like, bling.
Right.
Oh. It was almost like, we still got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's turn up one time. And it was amazing to see. Because even Juicy was like, who these? Who that? They're from here. They're from Wilmington. I was able to say that to him. These guys are from Wilmington. There's no fly-by-night. You ain't getting no corny shit before it come on. You know, I'm not trying to dog out any other artists that open up for artists, but what you getting is you getting a good show. And I just like that you guys, everyone was operating in excellence. You know what I mean? You kind of knew how to turn it on and then turn it off when you guys were done. And that makes a big difference. You are you still across the bridge?
No.
You in town now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, welcome to Wilmington. So I might mess.
I've been welcome here. So.
Okay. Then when you look back over the span, what do you see this not ending? When you look over the span of A.T.M, do you see the music not ending? It might, die down. Do you see it not ending?
Nah. I mean, even if it ain't with us, like, you pass it to your kids. I mean, not to say if you push them to that route, but if they want to take that route, you know how to guide them.
Sometimes it's DNA.
Right.
And they see you. They've seen you. They watching you. Right. We used to do what? They on YouTube. Oh, man. How you do that?
Right.
And then they in it. And that's how it happens. Yep. And then you like, Hope, come here, let me tell you, don't do this, don't do that. Don't do this. Right. And definitely don't sign that waiver that don't sign that waiver LouisTee gave you. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank you, man, for jumping on keys. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, and no you, out of everybody, you've been the quiet, the most patient. You and B Mac, y'all was right to the end, so I appreciate y'all. I do want to go around the horn, man. I don't know. I didn't ask this question. Did you ever have a relationship with Doc or Bless?
Nah, I just knew him from like he a guy that had a studio. He had CDs in there, like, and I was just a big music fan, so I just stopped through there, bought some CDs.
Oh yeah, you always had to go through that.
Yeah,
and get to stop dropping spits and all that stuff.
But I mean, even on that situation, like when I watched the interview, I felt like he never really mentioned Mario though. If you look at it, he ain't never really mentioned his name or say too much about him. So even when Mario saying like, I mean, well, not Mario saying, but a lot of people saying like he felt some way towards him. Like you could tell that from the interview when you don't speak on the man. Like,
right,
whether that's good or bad, he didn't do it.
Right,
but that's just how I feel.
Yeah, and the reason we're here is to get everyone's interpretation, how they feel.
All right.
And then to get everyone to get blessed is how he feel, and then can we move forward? And I'm glad you said that because I wanted to bring up the last question so we can do a roundabout. What do you say? And we can go use the mics. What do you say to Bless? What do you say if he's here? What do you say? How do we move forward? What do you say? How you feel? And then this is how we move forward. You want to say something, Beats? As we wrap up, is it something you want to say? You want to take away with it? Hey, you did this for me, and I did this for you, and yeah.